to school or work, it often pays to get off the beaten track to find your very own unique way into town. This could be a lot more reliable, fun and quicker. Any cycle lane you find will either be mandatory or an advisory cycle lane. Advisory cycle lanes are marked with a broken line. They warn drivers that cyclists may be present, but they also allow drivers to use the lane in the absence of cyclists. A mandatory cycle lane, indicated by a solid white line, means that no cars are allowed in the cycle lane. Nonetheless, it never hurts to watch out, as drivers can and do break this rule. Even with two kinds of cycle lanes to choose from, you don't necessarily have to stick to the streets. Cycle paths are a great way to enjoy a bit of peace and quiet on your ride, and might even offer a shortcut. If the path has a white line separating cycles from pedestrians, be sure to stay on the correct side. Because cycle paths are so often shared with walkers and runners, you'll need to take care when approaching them. Some pedestrians, like the elderly, might not be aware of your approach, while others might not always remain on their side of the path. Once you're back on the streets, remember that you can ride in a bus lane so long as a bike symbol is shown on the sign. But keep in mind that a bus lane is still a bus lane, because a bus may stop unexpectedly or pull out in front of you without indicating. You need to give them plenty of room. When locking your bike, the best option is usually a bike shelter or a secure bike parking area. Make sure that you secure the actual frame of the bicycle, as simply locking up one of the wheels can make your bike an attractive target for thieves. Your bike will also be vulnerable if you lock it to anything that is weak or removable, like a small tree or a wooden post. Always attach your bike to a larger object that is strong, secure and firmly rooted in the ground. But be careful not to lock up at an illegal spot like a park bench or a street rail. If you do leave your bike somewhere like that, the bike might be removed by the local authority. For recommendations on cycle routes as well as the best places to lock your bike, check your local council's website. Through the site, you can find contact for your local cycle and road safety officer. They'll be able to offer lots of advice for you, the local cyclist.